Hello guys, S2W here as your average consumer with your next casual consumer's review. For this video, I was able to pick up one of the last sizes online at Adidas Canada when I bought these. This pair of shoe was released on the same day and time as the Adidas Human Race NMD Trail by Pharrell Williams. And in my case, if it wasn't for my friend who helped me cop the multicolored Human Races, I took an L online for those and almost missed my opportunity to get this specific pair because I almost forgot about them. Probably one of the nicest colorway that this silhouette has released recently. Today, I have the Adidas NMD R1 PK Primeknit No Signal here for a review. This colorway has been teased for quite some time all over social media if I recall, mainly because it resembled a lot like the Adidas Ultra Boost Mid by Kith with its multicolored detailing. If you missed the opportunity to cop a pair, a lot of the other boutiques had these for sale. It's basically a general release, but to my surprise, a lot of those other places that had them sold out as well. Are they really that great to own in the collection? Let's take a closer look at these sneakers. Now a lot of you guys already know how an NMD R1 Primeknit model looks like. There really isn't much difference on this pair besides one or two things that can be quickly spotted anyways. NMD R1s came out as a model to pay respect to Adidas' innovation, the open gateway to the next generation of sneakers with modern constructions and designs. As the nickname already suggests, this no signal colorway they made is to imitate TV static. Now there could be young viewers watching this, but back in the day, if there was no signal on the television's antenna, all we'll see is random flickers of dots or electronic noise on screen. They have taken this theme and used it on this design for this colorway, and as we can see, honestly looks pretty nostalgic in my opinion. Rather than dots per se, the upper is filled with many arrowheads in black, white, and multicolored threads that include blue, yellow, orange, red, and green. These colors are only depictable up close in my opinion, because from afar, it really does look like how a signalless TV screen would look like. Flashes of black and white dots with occasional multicolors in between. The upper is made out of Primeknit, which we all know is very stretchy, flexible, and thin, which is great for breathability. In fact, when you put your feet in, it feels much like wearing a sock with adaptable support and ultralight comfort. Rather than your traditional NMD R1 rubber lace eyelets that sticks out on top of the Primeknit upper, they have switched this up by using a translucent milky overlay with lace hole openings for this rope style lace to thread through. I could be wrong, but if memory serves me right, this is the first model to use rope laces on an NMD R1. Not only that, but also the first to be threaded through like this into the upper, much like a Yeezy. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong, but this new style coupled with the multicolor hits looks great in my opinion. The rope laces are almost like the same texture as the Kith Ultra Boost Mids, almost as if the inside is hollow. But as we can see, it's multicolored again to accommodate the Primeknit upper. If you don't like the looks of that, this pair also came with an extra set of white rope laces that you can switch out. Just like every NMD PKR1s, to further imitate the fit of a sock, we will continue to see an elastic sock collar here for an easy entry and comfort that will mold to our ankles. At the back of the shoes, everything is still the same. We have a molded heel patch with an Adidas Originals logo on it for additional heel lockdown, giving structure to the back and preventing our feet from sliding backwards. Of course, the iconic NMD pull tab can't be missed. On this pair, it's in white with black text that reads "No Signal," whereas on regular pairs, it will read their slogan instead. I think it's a nice switch up for this pair. However, I personally don't care that much of the writing, but it's always nice to see something different. Inside the shoe is just the back of the Primeknit lining of the upper. It's thin and unpadded, with a felt-like coating at the back bottom inner lining to add additional structure and enhance the overall fit while wearing them. There is no removable insole on this pair like any NMD, but they have embedded the surface with a fabric designed with wave signals. The pattern is different between my left and right pair. I have not seen other reviews of this shoe, so I'm not sure if it's different on every pair, but for your information, they look like this on mine. As for the midsole, everything is again the same as regular pairs. We will see two EVA plugs on the lateral side of each shoe, with the front block labeled with the Adidas branding, whereas on the back block is filled with vertical indents. On the medial side, we will only see one back block that essentially looks identical to the back plug on the lateral side. These plugs are said to give stability to the shoes, but it also mutes the cushioning of these sneakers. Talking about the cushioning, the cloud-like styrofoam technology you see here is called Boost. They are a comfy, bouncy, and highly compressive substance that makes it feel like we're walking on pillows. The EVA side blocks do mute their properties up, so not much bounce could be felt on these compared to something like the Adidas Ultra Boost or Pure Boost. Flipping over the shoes, again, they've kept the same rubber outsole just like any other NMD bottoms. Decorated in white, the see-through waffle patterns with protruding shapes will increase traction under the sneakers. I wouldn't say it's the best during wet conditions, but good enough for general everyday use. Also at the midfoot portion, we'll see the same Adidas slogans and brandings here for extra labeling of their brand on this shoe. Anyways, here are some Adidas NMD R1 PK Primeknit no signal fit footage. Fit wise, I went half a size down on this model. For Primeknit NMDs, especially the R1 silhouette, if you don't want to put an insole inside, always go half a size down. They fit wide and big, so don't stay true to size unless you want the option to put an insole in. Comfort wise, they're just like any other NMDs. The design aspect is really the same as previous models, using the same base silhouette, shape, and materials. Yes, they have tweaked a few things like how the laces are done, but it won't affect much of the comfort in this case. Let's be honest, most of us should already know what an NMD feels like by now. The boost is not really that responsive. It's comfy, but don't expect them to be as bouncy as other boosted sneakers. We're all essentially buying this model because of the colorway. Something I do wish that they didn't change is the insole though. The fabric for the insole is too smooth and as a result, feels slippery when I'm wearing with socks on, so I feel like my feet is slipping off the midsole at times. As I've said before, these look really nice even in hand. I haven't really looked into NMD R1s lately anymore because none of the colorways were memorable recently. The only one I do recall were the Red Apples 2.0, but those were only released in Europe. I'm just surprised at how well this no signal colorway was sold. There's no resale on them, but most of the boutiques I know have them sold out in Canada. A lot of people have copped to wear, and that's always a good thing. Price wise, these were $250 Canadian before tax, $20 more than a regular PK NMD R1, or basically the price of an Ultra Boost. Personally, the Ultra Boost is way more comfier than NMDs, so if I only have the funds to get one, I would go for the Ultra Boost instead, which is also sturdier and safer to wear with its tire rubber outsole. But if you're looking to expand your collection with an NMD, and if you don't already have earlier iconic colorways, then this is a great addition because none of the other recent colorways really pop in everyone's head anymore. As always, throw me some likes if you like this video and let me know in the comments what you think about this colorway. As a bonus, here is what it looks like with the Kith Ultra Boost right next to it. Although not entirely the same, these no signal sure does look like a distant cousin of those Kith UBs. The TV static is on point on this upper, and because of that, the shoe is really eye-catching. Let me know if you copped as well. That's it for today. S2W signing off.